Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys around a studio apartment in the West Village that rents at $22.50 a month. And here's the kicker, my twin brother lives here. We're gonna show you around my twin's apartment today. Let's do this. Hey, I am Alan, John's twin brother. I have been featured in some of his older videos, more before Adriana came into the picture. And maybe in some other ones, I was actually behind the scenes filming, so a lot of the times when you saw some good shots, maybe like a year or two ago, you could thank me for it. Obviously people want to compare us, I'm sure, but let's get to the basics of the apartment. So it's about 400 square feet, right? Yeah, it's a studio apartment, but it's technically an alcove studio because I have the sleeping area back here with the desk and my bed. I think it's nice, you know, compared to the apartment that I used to share with John where he still currently lives. There's actually a view out. And I wouldn't say it's out into the street, but you know, I could see some trees. Right now they haven't really come in yet fully, but once, you know, spring is fully here, it's nice trees. In the fall it's even nicer looking. I can actually look out onto the street as well just a little bit, but it's nice to have some depth here, and the two windows are also really nice for sunlight. Like right from the morning, you know, 6-7 a.m. until 6 p.m. now, is it staying lighter longer. I think, you know, sunlight in your apartment is so crucial, especially in times like this where you're pretty much stuck inside all day anyway. Why don't you take us through the living room / dining room here? All right, yeah. When it's a studio apartment like this, you're a little bit of both. So we have here a table that actually pulls out if I need it to for more space, but there's room for about 3 or 4 people at max that could eat here. Usually it's just me in the morning looking out into the courtyard. This is IKEA furniture for you. Old table, I would say this is 10 years old. We had this table at our apartment originally. This was our original table, and when me and John, well, I should say when I left the apartment, when we kicked you out of the apartment. Yeah, well, debatable. When I seceded from the apartment, we had almost like a little bit of a draft of furniture, kind of like what a divorced couple might have. And one of my things that I said I had to take was this table because I liked it so much because I knew there's not a lot of space here, and that I could put it in when I needed to conserve space, which is really nice. Taking a glance back here, you know, I have a couch. It's you could fit 2 people on it. It's really not very big, but you know, for one person or if I have a guest, it's not bad. It's comfy. You know, I have a little artwork I got here. Maybe somebody can guess, or I should say from what movie this is from. Put it in the comments. What we do in life echoes in eternity. It is a pretty famous movie quote. So I have the artwork here. You know, I have a couple different lamps here at night when I need the lighting. I have the TV here, which is absolutely crucial right now during this quarantine. I got the Netflix, Amazon Prime, just a 40-inch TV, but this is a small apartment. I could have gotten a humongous one, but I think it would have just taken up the entire wall, and I don't really like that. So I thought this would be cool to show that I have this yoga mat here. To be honest, I probably need to be using it more, but you know, during this whole quarantine, just, you know, staying sane, staying healthy. I've been doing some different workouts on YouTube that I've seen, or also just, you know, improvised a couple of things. But the, you know, nice thing here is that there's but there's open space on the floor, so I can just easily unwrap it like that and do something and face the TV, and yeah, it works. Compared to my current apartment where I do my workouts in the kitchen, if I just raise my elbow an extra few inches, I'm smashing into the refrigerator. So I am jealous of the open space that he has here in the middle. It's actually really useful right now. All right, Alan, now let's go through the kitchen area. All right, well, it's really not much, but I have first the fridge here. It's a very small fridge, freezer, got the microwave, so it's all kind of in one little setup here. We come back into my little kitchenette area. We have this nice little table. I think John has it too, which has my Keurig coffee maker. Big fan of the French roast. I drink that every single day. So here we have a stovetop. I'm trying to cook when I can, been a little lazier than I should be, but we have, you know, the stovetop, oven, you know, really, I think for one person, just enough, you know, space here for plates, dishes, cups. I have a little more here. I have some space under for a couple of things, some pots, pans, miscellaneous things here as well. Also, above the cabinet, it's very important when you're in a small apartment to stack up. So I could even be doing a better job of it, but we have, you know, protein, paper towels, just different random things here. Back here I have a little holder for paper towels and just another little shelf that we put up just for a little extra space, which is kind of empty right now. Got the buzzer over here right next to it. So yeah, it's a lot of things in this tiny kitchenette area, and since there's not a lot of space, it leads to the next part, which is the bathroom.
Alan spent an hour cleaning the bathroom, and this bathroom's not big. What I think is really cool is he's got a skylight in here. There's so many New York bathrooms, they're just like really, really dreary looking, and this is at least bright.
Yeah, that is a really nice thing. It would be nicer if there was a window in here, not going to lie on that front, but I think only the top level apartments in this building at least have the skylight, and it's definitely nice. Like, I don't need to turn the lights on until the evening when I come in here, Just, you don't need the lights on, take a shower or whatnot. It just makes it a little airier and brighter, which is a good thing.
One of my favorite things about Alan's studio is that, to me, it's practically not a studio, because if he had a door here, you could just slide it and it would be a one bedroom. So to me, this is like a one bedroom that's missing a door.
Yeah, John is absolutely right. I could, and I even was honestly entertaining that idea, but I would need to get the building's permission, and I also didn't like it, not only because it's expensive, but because I kind of like the open space here. As long as I'm alone, as long as I don't have a lot of guests, like, what is the need for me to cut this area off? I mean, yeah, I guess it does affect me having people over, but how many people are you gonna have over in a 400 square foot apartment? But I did come up with like one of those like New York kind of hacks when I have a guest on the couch if they want privacy, or sometimes even when I go to sleep, I just kind of like it to feel like my own room. So I'm going to show you what I do with these curtains. And voila, we have a New York City sort of one bedroom.
Sort of, but you could just... Oh, you could. I've never even seen you do this because I've never slept over here.
I like it. You're gonna get the $1 million bedroom tour here. So here it is. I mean, I think I did a good job setting this up. I actually took my desk that I had originally also from IKEA, and it just perfectly fit here on the side. So I have room for a desk and my bed. So, I have both of those here. I have a little bit of a walking path, which, is really an underrated thing. Even in some New York one-bedroom apartments, I feel like people don't even have the space to be able to kind of walk across like this. But I guess I still have it in this studio. I think it's nice, too, that even though I'm a guy and I really don't have a lot of clothes, I have 2 closets here. So, apologize for any mess.
This is really clutch. I think this is amazing for him. Look at all the space he has. This is just the small closet.
So that's one. Have the mirror here, my full-length-ish mirror, and then the bigger closet. Plenty more room for clothes. I even have room for a big suitcase and a little suitcase. And I kind of change between the seasons. So right now my short sleeve stuff is hanging up here, and it'll switch, I guess, in about a month or so.
I even like the view you have from the bedroom window here.
Yeah, I remember when I moved in, I was telling John that one of the selling points of this apartment actually was that it has the window back here. I think if it was just the wall, it might feel a little bit claustrophobic, that my only window would be so far on the other side. But not only do I have a window and a view that has a tree, but it's actually really quiet back here. I'm between 2 big street, so I really don't hear a lot of noise. So I'm living in the middle of the West Village, kind of tucked away in the back with some decent views from the windows. It's really hard to complain about that.
And very important is he's got the full-size bed and he's got the desk all in a separated area. So even if he had friends hanging out here, let's say he has a friend crashing on the couch, he's still got his little privacy in here. He's got the desk and the full-size bed and enough space to reach the closets as well.
Yeah, really can't complain about that. It's nice. We used to say that I didn't want a studio apartment because I didn't want to cook food and then be able to smell it from my bed. And thankfully, that really isn't a big problem here. I would say in this area, to get a decent studio, you might have to pay more like $2,500 if you want like a nicer one with all the finishes. I think this is about the lowest end price period in the village to get, a decent apartment. I've seen some basement ones that are closer to 2,000, but they're even smaller than this. So imagine, okay, this is 400 square feet. Imagine we're going to like 300 square feet, no separation, no sunlight. So I think there is definitely absolute value at $2,250 for this apartment.
Guys, now it's your turn. Tell me down below in the comments if you would live in this apartment. Do you think it's worth $2,250? For me, I think this is an absolute steal in the West Village, but I am curious what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Thank you so much for watching. As always, until next time.